Sit down, take a two or two, money till we get it. Ball, and that cool was ain't talking. Money speak, all that bullshit, keep. Run the side, run.
Oh no, this is Satchel. This is Satchel Rhinestone.
Okay.
The country
what
singer.
What do you need?
Well,
sorry?
I was calling you to tell you won free tickets to the country show tonight. You're on 10LXN tonight.
How did I win the tickets?
You got submitted.
How?
A young Brad Williams outside of Bastrop, Texas, recommended you based on the phone number.
What's the name?
A Brad Williams outside of Bastrop, Texas, looks like?
Brad Williams. Oh, I have no idea who that is.
Well, I got good news for you. You're going to come see me, Satchel Rhinestone, perform tonight for free VIP tickets. What do you say?
Where at?
The Hollywood Bowl, and we're going to fly you out.
I don't know. I don't even know who you are. I don't know what you do.
Satchel Rhinestone. I'm the country singer.
I don't know who that is.
You've probably heard my songs. You listen to country radio?
Yes, I do.
If you fear God in this country, you don't fear a good man. You know what I'm speaking on? That guy. My son and my brother, they fought in Afghanistan. You've heard it.
No, I haven't.
We're gonna make them pay for the day. In 2001. You know what I'm talking about? That's me.
I don't know.
Well, there was a terrorist attack in 2001 in New York City. And then after that, I started making country music. And my brother and my son joined up. And they went over there and they didn't make it back.
Oh, okay.
And so I've been making country music about that. Just singing songs about where this country's going and where this country's been and where I'm going and where I've been. And just kind of the truth about my family. And the thing about my family is I feel like we're all the same as every other family, you know?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so congratulations. We'd love to see you there. It's a box. So you get to bring up to 12 people. You get $1,000 on your credit for food and drinks. And you get to fly in my private jet and the radio station owned helicopter. What do you say?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alrighty. Well, we're excited to have you now. You do have to answer just 3 basic questions, and you're on the radio live right now. What do you say?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Well, who's your favorite country singer? And I hope you get this one right.
George Strait.
Ooh, that's a good one. Hey, we can't blame you over here. All right. And what religion are you?
I don't have one.
Say what?
I don't have one.
Well, what religion? What God do you worship?
Non-denominational.
That's not on our list. We'll need something a little more specific. Randy, shut up. I'm prank calling. Randy. Please, Randy.
I worship one God, and that's it.
Okay.
Non-denominational.
Okay, right on. So a single pantheon of monotheism is on here. You're going to be a monotheist?
What is that?
It's just on the list of religions that we're willing to accept in the box seat up there. It just says monotheism, the belief in one God.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
We'll say monotheism for religion. And then the third question is, who do you love more than anyone in this whole wide world?
God.
Yeah, there it is. All right, well, you're going to enjoy some box tickets tonight to see Satchel Rhinestone, country star, go up, play there. I got Pamela Anderson open for me, and then we got Jason Derulo closing out the show.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, well, I'm just going to need to verify your social security information real quick, and we can get you all set up.
I need me a table. I'm tired of doing it from my couch.
I like your setup. It's comfy. It's more comfortable.
Yes, that's true. But
you could do like your mom's house podcast.
Uh-huh.
So whenever they have a guest, the guest is on the couch, but like Tom and Christina, they'll stay like on their like kind of like a countertop. Just do a hybrid model.
I just don't have the room yet. I'm closing on a house this month.
Congrats, dude.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So I'm looking forward to setting up my studio and all that good stuff.
What part of
Okay.
town?
Pflugerville.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like right on the border of Pflugerville and Austin on Howard Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I grew up here in Austin,
Mm-hmm.
and Pflugerville used to be the butt of everyone's joke because it's like,
Yes.
that's not Austin. You don't live in Austin. Fuck you. Like it's a dry county. Like, you know, what the fuck you doing out in nowhere? But now it's like, it's basically just North Austin.
Yeah, straight up.
It's Black Austin too.
Yeah.
Seriously,
a lot of
that's-
black people moved to Pflugerville and Round Rock, which is
Pflugerville and Round
wild.
Rock, yes.
Because those places were pretty much made to fucking segregate against black people.
Yes.
They were white flights.
Like I remember when I moved to Austin in '98, and you could drive down 35 at night, and you look to your right, and you see the Capitol, you see the UT Tower all lit up. You look to your left, it was darkness.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the black people
Yeah.
and the Mexicans. And then now they're
Cemeteries
like, can't afford
and
here,
black
so
people.
going to Hutto and Pflugerville and Round Rock.
It's wild.
My sister is in town, and she told me last night, she was like, I was in downtown. I was partying in downtown Round Rock, which sounds weird as fuck to say.
Uh-huh.
I never down. I don't know. I didn't even know
So
Round
what,
Rock had a downtown.
I
So it's
didn't
like a
either.
main
I
street.
knew they had an
type
IKEA.
thing. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's all I know they
That's
had.
probably the place she's talking about. She's like, I was partying downtown. She's like, the meatball place at IKEA.
Yeah, we have
You know
one
the
piano
outlet mall,
bar, and
that's
that's it.
downtown.
What was that?
The outlet mall in Round Rock's their downtown.
That's their downtown.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much.
Buta's town hall is the fucking Cabela's.
Oh, man, that's my country right there. Yo, I'll salute the flag. If you make our town hall Cabela's, all right, then I'll salute your flag. I'll bow down to your god, all right?
All right, I'm laughing, but I don't know what a Cabela is.
It's a sports store, but it has like all the feed store. It's like a feed store. It's like a farm store. So it's like you go there if you want to buy chicken, you want to buy goat, you want to buy ammunition, you want to buy like camo overalls,
You
want to
mean
buy
a
maybe like a
Buc-ee's?
horse. No. Buc-ee's is more like a bus stop. You know what I mean? Not a bus stop, like a gas station.
It's a gas station, right?
But like filled with treats for people. Cabela's filled with treats for like cows, medicine for cows. Like
just for animals.
for farming, yeah. Like if you're a farmer, you go to
Oh.
Cabela's and you buy your overalls, you buy your shotgun shells, and you buy, the scissors that you use to cut off the balls of your cow or whatever. I bought chickens there, I think.
You can buy
Or is that
chicken.
Callahan's?
You can buy live chicken.
Yeah, I think that was Callahan's. I was buying live chickens at.
Yeah, because Cabela's, it's just that superstore, like outdoorsy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
You buy your overalls, all the apparel you need for hunting. You buy all of your guns there.
Yeah,
I know.
It's outdoors.
outdoor store. It's like Big Five or Academy.
I've never heard of this.
You a camping guy? You an outdoorsy guy?
I dated a hippie.
I fucked a bitch in a tent, so
Yes, we went. Oh, let's go do outdoor stuff. And I've been more outdoors since I've dated
Yeah.
her. I admit, like she'll do. Used to like we camped out in Krause Springs a couple times. Like,
Yeah.
and I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, so I used to do outdoor stuff. But I'm a nerd, so
Like,
I was
if-
sitting in front of a TV.
you
all
were a
day.
Boy Scout.
Yeah.
What rank did you make it to?
There's no ranks back in France for Boy Scouts.
Yo,
You don't
Boy
give a
Scouts.
fuck.
Okay, so American Boy Scouts, a scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
You went pretty
those
hot,
the
Emma,
ranks?
right?
No, so like if that's the scout oath or that's the scout code.
It's
Yeah.
a daycare.
You guys fucking smoking cigarettes in
Seriously,
French Boy
it's a-
Scouts.
it's a daycare,
We watch
that's all.
pornography. How old were you when you lived in France?
From age 2 to 16.
2 to 16. Okay, definitely your most formative years.
Yes, and I have to start over when I came here.
Oh, okay, and you were in French Boy Scouts.
Yes.
That's pretty. What
Oh.
part of France were you living in?
Do you know your French map?
I know where Marseille is. I
What's
know
Marseille?
where's Marseille
What's
in
Mar-
France, bro.
Oh,
That's where it is.
No, hold on. I'm gonna call you out. So there's Marseille, which
Okay.
is south of France, and there's Versailles, which is next to Paris, where the castle is.
I'm thinking Marseille because that's like the working class port city, right?
Yeah, that's Marseille.
Marseille.
When you
I believe
pronounce
you.
it like Versailles, Versailles is where
That's like a fashion town, right?
no, that's what the Louis XIV castle is.
Oh.
East of west of Paris.
Oh
That's
yeah,
where I
the
grew up.
castle of Versailles, right? That's
Yes,
why I know that
yes.
term.
So you
Okay.
mixed both, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, all of
Versailles.
France is just one accent to me.
It really is. It
yeah.
really is. It's very French.
You lived up in North France, out by.
Yeah, next to Versailles.
Wow.
Some small ass town.
What did teens do in your town at that time? What was the average fucking 15-year-old doing?
Hanging in the streets.
Hanging in the streets.
Seriously, like our idea of just hanging out.
Espresso, cigarettes.
No, not even that. We wouldn't even go to Paris because just to go to Paris was like it would take an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So and our town was not well served as far as public transportation. We had a train station but no train. So you had to take the bus if you wanted to go to Paris, and there was like maybe 3 you could take. So if you took it in the morning and went to Paris, take the bus and then take the train to Paris, and then you had to catch that one bus home at like 5.
You had one
and if
chance
you
to get home.
yeah, otherwise you're hitchhiking
You had
all the way
a
back.
3-hour block in Paris if you want to do a day trip.
Pretty much.
Sure.
So we're mostly just hanging out in the streets. We just go to parks and stand by the street lamp and talk shit, or go to the woods. But there was a golf course. There was a golf course outside of my neighborhood, and we would go. So you had the golf course, and the back of the golf course was a forest. So we go into the woods, and then we grab the golf balls and just throw them back on the field. That's how we had fun.
You just would help the golfers get their balls back?
Pretty much, but they had no idea. We just steal them and then throw them back on the course.
That tree keeps throwing our golf balls back.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who are these? And the thing is, like, there's only 3 black families in the whole town.
Were they all immigrants, or were they?
No, it's mostly white. It was like the suburbs. It's like Pflugerville.
No, I mean like the other black families. Were they also?
Oh yeah. Because
Okay.
all black people in Africa are. I mean, it's France or from Africa. So there was only 3 black families, and so when a black guy would get in trouble, it's like, okay, it's back or his brother or the other guy.
Round up the usual.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's what we did, and the Boy Scout shit.
Man, so you didn't go camping in Boy Scouts?
Yeah,
What does a
actually,
Boy
we
Scout
did.
meeting even look like in France? Because I'm going to be honest, man.
So-
Most of the United States Boy Scout situation is like camping, promising be a good, honest boy.
Honestly, we had we went camping during the summer, where you had to build everything, right? You build a table, you build a kitchen, you
Sure.
build the outhouse where you go take a shit in the woods.
Oh, so you were building all that.
You were doing all that, yes. But other than that, during the regular season or whatever, it was literally just a daycare. So we'd go, we'd sing songs, and after that, we're like, okay, let's go outside and play some shit. Like there was a little hill outside of our, not our office, but where we'd meet, and we'd play a game. We'd put each other down the hill.
I mean, that
Boy Scouts
fun.
push each other down the hill.
I mean, that's really all we did.
If
Like
you
there
get
was
back
no.
up, you
Oh,
win
we'd
that
go to
round.
church too. I never went.
What kind of church?
The Catholic church, like French are pretty Catholic. I think.
Nice.
But I never went, and it was just how do you get kids to do something on the weekend? That's all it was.
Boy
I did
Scouts
it for
in
3
church?
years.
Yeah. My parents made me work lawn care. That was like when I was like 12, 13, they were like, you need to go mow lawns. Like, we're going to get idle devil hands. You can go mow lawns now.
And make some money on the side.
Oh, yeah. They were like, my dad made me a flyer to go give to the neighbors being like, hire me to mow your yards. And I was like, well, I guess I'm a little business owner now.
goddamn dad, I shouldn't have shown
Did you bring your own
fucking
gear?
Pro Tools.
Did I bring my what?
Did you bring your own lawnmower?
Oh, yeah. I used my dad's mower. At one point in time, this is funny. I was mowing lawns, and the weed whacker that he had gave out. And so he bought a new weed whacker, and was like, I'm going to split the price with you. And I was like, dude, I'm fucking 12. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But he split the price with me. My dad was like trying to teach me like lessons, you know what I mean? But he's like, I'm going to split the price with you. So it's $80 each. He's like, you got a great deal. You got a brand new gas powered weed whacker. And I was like, God damn it, Dad. I don't want to think of business expenses.
No, this is
That's all
for
my
candy.
profit.
What are you talking about?
I want to jack off, okay? I don't want to mow lawns. I don't want to make money. I want to fucking jack off to Veronica Mars at 11 p.m. on UPN. That's what I want to do, man.
My dad never paid me for mowing the lawn.
Oh, not mowing his lawn, mowing neighbor's yard.
No, I wouldn't even do that. I didn't even do that. I would get my allowance was when I would go buy the bread, baguette and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would keep the change.
Nice.
That was
okay.
it. So that was my allowance. Like it was never, hey, here's a little something, or go talk to fuck the neighbors. I didn't care.
What my dad caught me doing, he actually didn't mind. He thought it was really funny. But his pocket change at the end of the day, he would put it on the counter, and I would take most of the coins, right?
Yeah.
But I'd
Most
leave a
of them, so it wasn't obvious that
Yeah,
you took
exactly.
some.
And like my dad's not an idiot, so he'd see most and he'd let me do it. And they finally was like, "You can just take them all, JT." And I was like, "Yes."
Tell me you had a piggy bank.
Oh yeah,
You did?
I didn't actually have a piggy bank. I had like a jar or something.
Oh, okay.
Put it on a little jar.
No, I didn't. I don't know where did I put the money. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, it was stupid.
Man, worth it.
Dude,
I would keep the. You gamble? You ever gamble?
no, that's one thing I don't get that.
You don't like gambling?
No,
Oh, I love gambling.
I don't.
God,
It's like, wow, I don't want to play with money.
I love playing with money. I love it, man. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, man, I should go try to make some money playing dice right now. And then I go and I lose money. I go, well, there's always next time.
Yeah, but gambling on what?
Dice.
Just dice.
Rolling dice, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you like gambling, you can gamble on anything.
Yeah, well, I'm not the
People-
guy that's like putting up my house or like the title to my car. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I'm a guy that like, yeah, I do love fucking. I fucking
Well,
love
like-
gambling.
Like when my dad gambles, it's always sports betting.
Oh, nice. You do big money or did you do? I'm not a playboy. I do little money.
I mean, it was big to me when I was like 8 because it's like, how'd you lose $200? He's like,
Yeah. Okay.
he's like, I bet the over.
So that's like a $200 is like, damn, I'm a big bet. That's like Super Bowl, right? So on the Super Bowl, I put probably like $80 down to gamble. I think I lost it all. Or no, I made.
80?
Oh, so I put 80 on like a Super Bowl board, but they were also playing games while we were there. So I maybe like broke even, maybe not. I don't really remember. It was a good time. But I love gambling. I'm not the guy that's like, hey, yeah, I want to put $1,000 on that or something. But
So you've been to Vegas and tried
yeah.
your hand over there?
I've actually, my thing about Vegas, this sounds like a lie. I've never lost money in Vegas. Every time I do it, I not just break even, I make money.
All you're doing is dice, though.
All I'm doing is roulette in Vegas.
Roulette? Oh.
I love roulette.
Do it for the free drinks, man.
But when I've done it in Oklahoma, I lose money every time. Only in Vegas do I win.
What's the most you've won?
Oh, hundreds. Not, nothing impressive. I'm like, what I'll do is I'll sit down and I'll take like $80. And I'll do it at a $5 bet minimum table. And then, so $80, that's like 8 rounds, right?
Yeah.
And I put, a couple on one of the colors or a couple on one of the thirds. And then I just throw the numbers about. And most of the time you'll win a little bit every now and then, but then sometimes you'll win like a big number. And then it's like, well, I quadrupled my money. And then I just pick it up and walk away.
You look like a decent guy. So when do you actually say, okay, I'm done?
When I if I put 50 down, if I'm at 120, it's like I'm going to put that $100 away and I'm going to see what I can do with this 20. And I either lose the 20, and if I make 40, then I'll take the 20 away and I'll play the, then I lose and I go, okay, well, I made $160. I should get out of here.
You know when to quit.
Well, I'd like to think so. I've also, of course, I remember one time in particular, I was in Vegas with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and we had just done really good. And I said, let's just put $150 on black and see if we can double it. And she was like, we're up like $300. Why would you want to do that? And I was like, because it's $50. We'll be up $250.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, and we put it on black and we lost. And she didn't forgive me for like weeks. And I'm
No
like, we
shit.
made money, yeah.
For $50?
Yeah, like we paid for the hotel room, we paid for dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
It
got
was
drink
just
for-
fun.
Yeah, and like the way she was like, you just don't know when to stop. And I was like, well, we stopped after we lost. Come on.
That's buffet money right there.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
But
you?
if we would have won, she'd been like, it's good
Of
that
course
you.
you
know,
would have. Yes, of course.
But I'm more interested in gambling on when people are gonna die.
It's like a celebrity thing.
Oh, I thought you just meant like people.
No,
like,
pe-
just
no,
like,
people-
Like
no.
I could put money on Robert. I got an over fucking July 8th, 2029. I got a. You know what I mean? I thought we were doing like
No, they go, okay, so
July 8th, 2029 is the day that I'm betting Robert dies. By the way.
they're thinking, okay, who died recently, and it always works in threes, right? Like if 2 people die, like okay, who's gonna be the next one, and who's ill, who's old, and then they just gamble on that. I forgot the name of the website, but I heard about that.
I
a
would
while
love
back.
to gamble on that.
So you're saying like there's a website where like if you put in a celebrity's name,
Yes,
like they'll give you odds. Oh shit.
and then like okay, who's next? Trying to think who died recently.
Let's so
say
Norm Macdonald passed away like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So this website could be like, okay, who else from like that era of SNL who's gonna be the next one to die from that cast?
Yeah, people have been losing about Bill Murray for decades.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Well, Bill Murray died recently.
No, he didn't.
He died 2 days ago. Are you guys being serious?
No,
Let me look that up.
no,
Bill Murray.
no, no, but like somebody like who's the dude from the Rolling Stone?
Mick Jagger.
No, the other fucking
Adam
from the
Levine.
Crypt.
Well, it was the drummer died recently, and he was like Charlie.
Slipknot.
No, the Rolling Stones drummer.
Rolling Stones.
Adam Levine.
No, Wallace.
I got the moves like Jagger.
No, what's the dude's name?
The one that
from
died,
Rolling
or is
Stone?
it-
No, the guy who's like he's done so many drugs in his life.
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards.
Oh, he dead?
No, he's not. He's
Oh,
still
okay.
alive. So don't bet on him.
I got one for him. July 8th, 2029.
Who's for who?
For both Robert and for Keith Richards.
Keith Richards. You think?
July 8th, 2029.
I
It's going to
think-
be Judgment Days, boys.
I think Keith Richards will survive the apocalypse.
Not if I have anything to say about it. That little cockroach won't make it past this nuclear
Dude,
blast.
he'll befriend the cockroaches first.
The cockroaches will
start
serve
a
him.
colony and then restart the earth. Just him and the cockroaches. Just him.
I watched a video of him dancing the other day. Wait, is it the guy I'm thinking? No, I'm thinking Mick Jagger, I bet.
Who?
Mick Jagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dances weird.
Do you know who has like the craziest fucking face from rock and roll? That fool Steven Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, he looks
Yeah,
like the Canadians in South Park, where like his mouth just opens as like a slide. It's like he can eat me whole.
Have you heard him talk, like have a conversation?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
almost every
like-
night when he whispers me to sleep.
It's so hard to follow. It's like David Lee Roth is the same way. Like you try to like follow what he's talking about, but it's so like there's a laugh after every 3 words.
Who's David Lee Roth? I know that name.
He was the original singer for Van Halen.
Van Halen?
Oh, okay. I don't really listen to a lot of rock music.
I don't either, but I know like maybe 2 songs. Is it I'm a Gigolo?
You
That's
seem
him.
like just like a cultured
Yeah.
guy. You seem
That
like
was
you
actually
know
that was
about
actually his
stuff
solo
in society.
work. I'm surprised he pulled that one out. Though.
I'm a Gigolo, and everywhere some shit like that. Everywhere I
Yeah.
go.
You know, you're talking about the B cuts over here, and he's acting like he doesn't know shit
Dude.
about rock and roll.
Well, Jump. That was him too, right?
Oh, I know Jump.
Okay, that's it. That's
Van
about as far as I
Halen,
go. That's
Van
about as far
Halen,
as I
they
go.
just name their songs the thing they said the most in it, right?
Yes.
Basically.
They have another one that says the same thing besides Jump.
Panama.
Panama.
Oh,
that's
I know
another
that
one.
one. I
Yeah.
think. I don't know much of rock shit. I don't.
I don't either. I don't fucking like
actually
rock
don't
music.
think
I think guitar music's dead, dude. I hate that shit.
Well, I'm tired of the white guy with the plaid shirt playing guitar.
Me
like,
too.
I'm tired of that shit. So I like Metallica. Metallica, I have a lot of respect for. I did when I was in France. I got a friend of mine was into like Metallica, AC/DC, and you know all those bands, and I was into Snoop Dogg. And I'm like, I'll trade you. I'll introduce you to Snoop Dogg. You introduce me to Metallica. And it's like, all right, first you got to buy a guitar. I'm like, fuck, I don't have to buy a guitar just to learn Metallica. And we had in music class, we had to do one of those like expose type shit. And we did it on Enter Sandman.
I know that song.
And so we had to learn how to play it. And I didn't know how to read the shit. So it was like, put your finger here, and then you'll play Enter Sandman. And then from that point, I was like, yeah, these guys, I like that kind of shit.
Nice.
But beyond that, I'm like,
What music is cool in France? Is American music out there? Or they got
Oh,
their
of
own
course.
music culture that they're more into?
French music sucks.
Really? I imagine it's all house music. Oh, well, actually,
No.
I love this one French band. I used to see them a few times. Birds in a Row. They're screamo.
No idea.
I've never heard them.
Great French band. If I had to pick a favorite French band,
Over Daft Punk?
oh, way over Daft Punk. That's the Kanye West friends, right? The guy
Yeah,
with
yeah,
masks.
the guy with the helmets.
Justice. They're another French band I know.
No idea.
What's that? D-I-D-A-N-C-E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean, Justin Bieber recently stole some of their art or something.
And they're French?
Oh yeah,
They stole
they're
from the French?
You stole. You can steal from the French.
Yeah, they don't care. They'll love it, actually. They love American culture. They hate Americans, but they love American culture. Everything that's over here makes it over there at some point.
My thing about 90% of Europeans is they think that they're better than me or smarter than me.
They are.
Probably, but they're not like.
But
a
they're
better
wearing our
person.
jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they love the
People from
culture.
England
Yeah.
are like, oh, America, you guys are so evil, and it's like, didn't you guys like be called the Empire? Wasn't that y'all? And it's like, man, I hate Europeans. That's how it goes. I don't mean to, but then I talk to them, and they're like, oh, what do you like, fast food? And it's like, yeah, dude, I do. Are you dumb? Have you not had fast food? It's delicious. They're like, oh, you shoot guns? Yeah, we do, man. It's fun and loud, and we like that type of shit out here. You know what I mean? It's like, what? What do you
That's how
guys
we fucking
do?
roll.
You just drink wine at dinner and yell at women and stuff? Like,
We
we're
like
different
to
out here.
live. This is what the Europeans do best.
Just enjoy
They-
life?
Yes, they do that way better than Americans, I think.
Really?
Yes, because look, in Spain, the whole country takes a nap at 2 p.m.
Okay, they got that right.
So,
I mean, we do that in Mexico.
Really?
Siestas.
yeah.
Siestas are a thing in Mexico,
In Spanish,
too?
yeah, in Spain too. It's like the whole country takes a nap. And
That's how you end world hunger. It's how you end world war.
that's how
Everybody
you don't
needs a
get
nap.
sick and you don't actually live somewhat of a healthy
has
life.
Sweden has the fika break. It's like their like coffee break, and apparently it's a very like
You want to know something incredible? I was talking to a Norwegian dude last night, and I said, "Do you hate Swedes?" And he said, "Oh yeah."
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
They look the same.
And I said, "Do you?" Yeah, I was like, I was like, dude, you guys are the same to us. And I was like, "Do you hate the Dutch?" And he goes, "Do you know why they're so big and tall?" And I said, "Why?" He goes, "To make up by how fucking dumb they are." And I was like, "Dude, that is awesome." I was like, "Do all the Nordic states hate each other for different reasons?" And he was like, "Well, they're not as good as Norway, so there's a lot of reasons they don't like Norway, but they're..." And I was just like, damn, you guys have, like, the Nordic states hate each other.
Like, fuck the Danish and fuck the Finn.
Yeah.
Damn, like that?
Yeah, I was talking to this
that.
guy. I was like dying laughing because he was like, he sounded like my fucking like granddad. Like was saying the most like, oh, they're just different than us. You know what I mean? Like they're just subhumans. And it's like the Dutch, dude. You could be like, just kidding, I'm Dutch, and I would have no way of knowing. You know what I mean? But yeah,
They all look alike.
they do. All the Nordic states.
They all look alike.
I will admit that Dutch people are massive.
They are?
Yeah, they're like the white Samoans of the world. Dutch people are big people, man. It's nuts.
They do pride themselves on being very multicultural and speaking many languages and all that.
Dutch people do.
Yeah. Dutch from, you mean the Netherlands, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Netherlands, and they got Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam's a shit.
You like Amsterdam?
I've been there once.
What'd you do out there?
I was there for a wedding.
Cool. That's cool. You're so worldwide, dude. I love it.
It's a 3-hour train ride from Paris.
Wow.
The same way you go to Dallas and come back in one day. I can go to
How many fucking continents have you been to?
just 3.
Okay.
North America, Africa, and Europe. I want to go to Asia really bad.
Where you want to go in Asia?
Japan, man.
Do what?
I love Japanese culture.
Yeah?
I fucking love it.
I go loco for like good sushi, but I don't really know like animes or nothing like that or samurai
look,
stuff.
I grew up on anime,
Yeah.
so this and I learned a lot of my.
Go see how they bastardized hip hop culture.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I like Japanese rockabilly dudes with like pompadours that are like 15 feet high.
Dude, when the Japanese get into something, they get it. They're serious about it. I saw a video of Japanese kids jamming out to Jamaican dancehall reggae shit.
That's cool.
And they were doing all the stuff that the Jamaicans do at the sound system parties, where they do all the dances and they climb on trees and dry hump each other, and they know all the artists and all the words and all the songs. It's crazy. So yeah, the Japanese, they win every even breakdancing.
Yeah.
The best breakdancers are it's French people, it's French breakdancers and Japanese.
They should go ahead
And Koreans too. And Koreans. Those are the top 3. So yeah, when Asians get into something, they don't fuck around.
Oh yeah, Asians really did take breakdancing.
They did.
And
They really did.
Oh, absolutely.
The
dominated
whole
breakdancing.
field of like hip hop dance, like they go hard in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
They have
yeah.
the discipline.
That's
Yeah.
Asians came to America because, Asian people invented like steam engines and all that forever ago. But Asians came to America and they saw hip hop dancing and they saw like car racing and they said we can do that way better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said we'll shit on you guys. Oh my god. They said you're children. You're gonna walk. We're gonna run, baby.
We're
They
gonna
do, man.
we're gonna take this back to our island, study a weekend.
Yeah.
We'll fucking smoke.
We're gonna make you feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to build shit here. We can do all that in 3 days.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
build
Like
a dam in 3
there's
days.
so many videos of like, oh, this is China. They just built a whole apartment complex or the whole hospital in 5 days.
Oh yeah.
Like a whole time lapse of it, and you're like, we can't fix bridges.
Well, I mean,
Seriously.
well, Chinese just get POWs to do that like 24/7.
I don't care how they do it, but they get it done is what I'm trying to
What's
say.
fascinating is we use prison labor pretty horribly, right? But what China does, also use it horribly, they do bids for international jobs. So let's say I'm Brazil, and I'm like, hey, I need a good hydroelectric dam built. China will go, hey, we can do it cheaper than anybody, and then they fly their own slaves out there.
Yeah.
They're free prison workers.
Hey,
Well, that was another thing. I'm sure it's still going on, but like a lot of African countries would get bids from China to come help them build infrastructure.
They'll do it for free for soft power grabs, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just that thing. It's like, hey, when shit hits the fan, like Ghana, you gonna mount up with us, or you gonna try and?
You want to hear something crazy? I was talking to this guy from Qatar last night who's
Uh-huh.
here doing training with the military. He has one of those IDs that says foreign military asset, right? He's here training stuff. I was talking to him, and I was like, what are you guys training for? He goes, oh, the war with China.
Fuck.
And
The war?
so we don't talk about how going to war with China and America, but this guy from Qatar, like his country knows, oh, that's why we're training with the U.S. You guys have been playing those war games. You know, you guys are going to go to war soon. We're preparing for war with China. It's the reason you guys just gave us an air force. And then I was talking to the Norwegian guy who's also in a base here, but he does naval stuff, and he was saying the same exact thing. And it's like, oh shit, we're gonna go to war with China soon.
Did you give a timeline or anything so I can get ready?
Yeah, for
We
real,
got a
right?
notice
Like,
on that?
I mean, shit. Like, give me some agenda. Like, okay, 2025.
wild. It's wild. I don't know. I mean,
You think it's gonna happen?
100%.
Like an actual war
100%.
where we go, okay,
Well-
you go over there.
Oh yeah, I don't think we'll necessarily be boots on the ground type of war. I think for
Yeah.
the longest time you're going to see, different proxy wars take off. You're going to see different like hacks and different
So a
attacks.
second
and,
Cold War.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we've been
we
playing
should-
this Cold
Yeah.
War with China.
Yeah,
for
it's been
years.
happening.
Yeah.
So there's not gonna be any. I mean, it's gonna happen on Facebook and Twitter.
And I mean,
And hashtag.
I mean, if you really look at it too, it's like Korean War, Vietnam War. Like it was always capitalists versus communists. So it's like, those were like the proxy wars you were talking about.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
we're
I'll
gonna see
watch
it. It's gonna be interesting.
live on pay-per-view. I will watch that shit.
I'll be busy doing open mics.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, you know what, you guys handle this one. I'm gonna sit back and.
JT's got his new monthly open mic in Beijing, China.
Yeah. I will shill for China for Bitcoin. I feel like they don't understand that. I don't know how to get in touch with China. But if they give me Bitcoin, I will be like, hey, I can't wait for China to invade us with their glorious power. I'll say shit like that.
You want to be China's bitch?
Dude, I'll be anyone's bitch for Bitcoin. You give me 10, 15 Bitcoins back. You give me 10, 15 Bitcoins, I'll suck your dick.
I don't even know how that works.
I don't know either. I'm not a fucking nerd. I don't want to know how that works.
What, Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Do you know, Robert? Do you know?
Dude, I've had sex for like almost
Can
8
you-
years now. Okay, dude.
Can you pay in Bitcoin for sex?
I'm sure you can.
It's
I mean,
probably
it's probably
some.
an
That's
answer,
what, yeah.
As long as the prostitute has like a wallet for it, like a digital wallet.
Okay,
I'm
what's the
just gonna
digital
get the
wallet?
RFID chip in my skin and just scan to her.
Every pump is 2 Bitcoins. All right, you owe me
Worth
this
it.
much.
Wow, 2 Bitcoins?
Two
I think
Bitcoins
that'd be
per-
like
per pump.
100K or some shit.
I mean,
Hey,
if
hey, the pussy's good. You got to rack up those points.
You do got to. And to be clear, China, 15, 20 Bitcoins. I
well,
will.
you had Bitcoin in the beginning too, right?
I
To buy
did have
drugs.
Bitcoin to buy drugs.
You did?
If I didn't buy drugs, I'd have billions of dollars.
But you knew how it worked. Or you just
No, my homegirl did.
this is plenty.
Yeah.
This is all I need. Like, why do you want to make this? It's $1 or it's just $20. But
Back is holding up a $20
yes,
bill.
so I'm like, this makes sense. We
Yeah.
all agree that this is 20 something.
But
But making it
So-
digital makes it way more complicated than it needs to be.
I agree with the digital part. It's still like, if I can't really touch it, like how do I know I really own it?
Uh huh.
But then again, it's like we use fucking debit cards, credit cards, like lines of credit. It's all
Yeah, but it's not
arbitrary.
digital. But it's worth like. If,
I mean,
if-
credit's digital.
It's all digital, yeah.
Yeah, but there's an assume of there's a value here, and you're gonna have to pay this shit back.
I mean, that's
with
decided,
actual
though.
this.
You're
That's-
saying it's not arbitrary because you're more
That's the
comfortable
same-
with it, but it's just as arbitrary as giving
Yeah.
value to another idea.
Well, that's the same thing with like Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's like everyone who buys into it and accepts it, even if it's an online store or a drug dealer back in the day,
Uh-huh.
it's like, yeah, we see it as like we assign it this value and we agree to track it through this way. It's the same thing as the American dollar.
True. but
It's not like there's a gold standard on the American dollar. You know what I
Not
mean?
anymore.
right.
Look,
I want to go back to here. Here's a goat, and you fix my roof.
yeah,
Done.
I want that too.
Yeah.
I want goat economy.
After the war on China, we'll go back to that.
I want goat I want goat society. I want to live out. I've been talking about this idea for a while where we worship mud and we live in mud and we eat mud. And I haven't
You can make
fleshed it
anything out of mud.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So every house and all of our food and our
Yes.
sex.
What?
Yeah.
Is it good for your skin?
We're fucking the mud. Yeah, it's great for your skin. It's great for your skin.
Mud currency. Someone start that shit.
Back. What do you want to plug at the end of the? What do you want to plug? Do you want to plug your podcast? You have a great podcast I've been on.
Sure.
You've had guests like Steve Adler. You've had guests like you've had some big name guests.
I've had Zeely from Black Elect, Steve Adler. I've had Godfrey. I've had Sean Patton. I've had you. A lot of people. It started off as Austin nightlife type of podcast where I interview DJs and door guys like the Booker from South by Southwest, the guy who ran Fun Fest, Graham Williams. And then it turned into more comedy focused recently. So
We
the
both knew
feedback.
Graham.
Yeah,
Yeah, Graham,
I
good
interned
people.
at his company.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Which one? Margin Walker or
Margin Walker.
Yeah.
You weren't TE?
Hmm?
I thought you had worked at Transmission too.
No, because
No?
I mean, I had gone to a lot of transmission events.
Yeah.
but by the time I was like in college needing an internship or like looking for work, they were already a margin walker by then.
Probably a good school.
Where do people find your podcast? Wherever people listen to podcasts?
Anywhere wherever you listen to
Where
podcasts.
do people find you online?
The FeedBak. Everything the FeedBak BAK, because that's my name.
Nice.
Where do you want people to find your podcast?
Spotify is fine.
Spotify's your go-to?
Spotify and iTunes.
When does Spotify start paying? How many listeners do you have to get?
I don't know, and I honestly don't care.
I don't know if they're
They don't
paying
pay.
out for
They're not paying.
podcasts.
I thought Spotify paid you for this.
No,
How do
No.
people make money doing this?
they
Well,
don't.
Well,
Fuck.
Unless you're Rogan and they sign you an exclusive deal. Otherwise, you don't.
It's all exclusive deal.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know how that's going to pan out, but to
But
me,
songs, you get like if you get you get 0.0001 cent per song. It's not like that for a podcast.
no,
There's no royalty system for podcasting.
That's fascinating.
no, it sucks, but it's becoming way bigger now than ever, which is great. I mean, there's I don't think of it like this competition between podcasts. Everybody got their own shit, which is fine. But yeah, been doing it for 6-7 years now.
Awesome.
Okay.
Fun shit. So the FeedBak podcast everywhere, and then one more thing, Hip Hop Bingo.
Yeah, it's great at Native Hostel.
Yes. The next one is November 21st. At Native, go to hiphopbingo.live. Actually, I think it's not even live yet. So just follow Hip Hop Bingo on Instagram. We'll make the announcement. And we're working with the Can't Even Comedy folks out of LA.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
So
Awesome.
That's it.
Well, fuck yeah, dude. Thanks so much for coming on.
No, thank you. I like this. I like the shooting the shit. Nice setup.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, we'll have you back.
On the side. Face gorgeous, pump shaking like tambourine. In the H, water paint, sweet as tangerine. Boy, they bouncing on foes like trampoline. Just a great state of tension, I can't believe. On the side.